My name is Fletcher Fox. So today I'm going to talk about one of my tragedies that I lived in when I was in middle school. I wanted to live with my mother full time, or maybe not full time, but at least 3/4 of the time, let's say, and maybe only stay with my father every other weekend, because could still get attracted to his charm even while him and his girlfriend Jen were abusing me. But I knew that I wasn't allowed to live with my mother more than half time yet, because of the corruption that was going on. One morning, I was excited about my father picking me up because I was in that mode where I was attracted to his charm. And then, when he came to pick me up, I saw him arguing with my mother, and then when we got into his car and he started driving away, he started yelling at me because I guess I had told people that he had hit me, investigators or whatever. And he yelled at me, telling me, I didn't hit you, and you're not allowed to live with your mother more than half of the time, and you still have to live with me half of the time. And after that, I was like, okay, I'm just going to live with my father half of the time, because I was ignorant enough to still listen to him at the time. And then I stayed with him for a while, and I left my mother for a couple of weeks because there was a family bat mitzvah going on that weekend, and then I went with his family to Nantucket right afterwards. However, him and his girlfriend Jen did not go because they had just given birth to their daughter, my half-sister, then. So I was away from my mother, and I think in some ways that month had been a turning point because it was very hard being away from my mother for that many weeks, and I had serious tics before. But I was also being away from my father a lot too, since he did not go to Nantucket. And I did not mention the week earlier, I went on a class trip to Williamsburg, Virginia, for the end of 7th grade, and my mother chaperoned on that trip. And I spent a lot of time with her then. And then being with my father's family and not him for a couple of weeks. And then I stayed with my mother for about a week toward the end of the month before I went to overnight camp for 7 weeks. And my tics had started improving. I think my psychiatrist saw that, and then my father had him write a letter to the court recommending me to go to therapeutic boarding school because he saw how much better I was doing with my mother, but still didn't want to take the risk against my father going against him. And so I went back to my father after that camp that summer. I obviously decreased again and did not do well in school, which before I went to therapeutic boarding school, and it would only get much worse. Thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel to try to save the lives of other children who are court ordered to live with their abusive fathers.